Hello everyone, it's Lucia with another video, and in this video you will learn 4 different ways to reduce stress in your life with EFT and tapping. Stay to the end of this video because I will give you a special tip about stress and tapping. Okay, so my name is Lucia. I'm a master trainer for practitioners, EFT practitioners. I work with people on a one-to-one basis, and I also give level 1, 2 and 3 courses online worldwide in EFT, and I also give workshops online in small groups. I will dive right into the first way to reduce stress in your life, and that is you start tapping. Catch yourself being stressed, you start tapping on the top of the head, and you remember to breathe, and you tap, explain, and you just, by tapping, you will reduce your stress naturally, because it naturally calms down the fight and flight. And I always use 2 hands on this underneath the collarbone points. Yeah, underneath the arm. And just remember to breathe. And just by tapping, you can actually reduce your stress, because it naturally reduces that fight and flight response, which is also called the stress response. So that is the first way of how you can reduce stress, by just starting to tap. The second one is that you tap on body symptoms, such as if you're stressed, you might get dizzy on your head, you might have a light headache, you might have some throbbing in your head, you might have a restriction, you might feel a restriction in your lungs, you might actually feel nauseous. You could then say, even though I feel this nausea in my tummy or because of my stress, I accept that I feel this way and I'm safe anyway. Even though I feel this restriction in my lungs because I'm so stressed right now, I accept that I feel this way and I'm safe anyway. Then you go through the points. This restriction in my lungs, this throbbing in my head because I'm so stressed, this nausea, this restriction, this headache because I'm so stressed right now, this throbbing in my head, this nausea in my tummy, this restriction in my lungs because I'm so stressed. So this is one way. Another way, that's the second way, how you can reduce stress. The next one is that you catch yourself. What are you telling yourself in your head? What is going on? Something like, I am so stressed right now. That thought would actually increase your stress, because it's like a mantra, and it will rile you up to even be shorter with your breath, be more stressed, have more adrenaline and more cortisol running through your bloodstream. So that would be something that you could put into a statement. Even though I feel so stressed right now and it's just getting worse, I accept that I feel this way and I am safe anyway. And you could repeat this, but then go straight through the points and say, I'm so stressed right now. It's just getting worse and worse. I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed right now. And you could state the reason why you're stressed. Yeah, because the more specific you are about your stress, something is going on, you're late, for example, or something else. Yeah. Just state the stress, and you just don't stop. Don't stop until you're down to a 0. If you rate your stress between 0 to 10, or when you just feel completely calm and your breathing is calm again. And that's the third way how you can use EFT and tapping to reduce your stress. The fourth way would be something what comes up, that an event from a recent event came up from last week, for example, and I really emphasize that you use it on a recent event, because an old event, like from way back, I wouldn't recommend tapping on your own as an inexperienced tapper. But I would just, maybe there's last week something happened at work, last week something happened in your family, then you could put that into a statement. And that's actually really quite, that is, you know, often that happens, that, for example, you've got backache because of something that happened a few days before, something happened, and you could put that into a statement. Even though I was so stressed and I felt this backache, or I felt something, I accept that I was stressed then, and you rate it between 0 to 10 by a 6, for example, and I'm safe anyway. Even though I felt so stressed at that event, and you could state when I was late for work, when this happened in the family, by a 6, and you just guess how stressed you were. And I accept that I feel this way and I'm safe anyway. So stressed I was at that event. I was so stressed last week at that event, and I guess it was a 6 in intensity. That I was so stressed because, and you could fill in with your own words, why were you so stressed? Or you were just stressed. So stressed at that event. Back in that time, like a week ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago, a month ago, I was so stressed. Stress really can linger. Stress, through more stress in our life, we can actually really condition our body to be more susceptible for stress, and our cells have then more cortisol and adrenaline receptors, and they regenerate with more receptors. Every time we build new cells, we have more receptors. And in order to reduce them, and now I'm coming back to the bonus that I promised you at the beginning of this video, is that the more you reduce your stress in your life, the more these cells rejuvenate and regenerate with less cortisol and adrenaline receptors. They are like the key locks, yeah, and adrenaline and cortisol lock into those key locks, and I hope that makes sense. Basically, it rejuvenates your cells, and a special bonus is that your telomeres, which are DNA proteins that are on every chromosome, every end of our chromosomes, they will lengthen again. So through stress, those telomeres that once again are at the end of our chromosomes, they're like a tail, they lengthen again. That lengthens your life, and that will also reduce the risk for you to develop dementia when you're older. Okay, I hope that was helpful. The 4 ways of reducing stress with EFT and tapping are, once again, you start tapping immediately. You tap on body symptoms that you're feeling when you're stressed. You tap on the thoughts that you observe yourself having while you're stressed. Or you tap on events that are recent events, and when you were stressed, when you just rate and guess the intensity how strongly you were feeling stressed at a specific event. That was recent. And the bonus was that you're going to lengthen your telomeres once you make EFT and tapping a tool and a daily or at least a regular practice in your life, because it's so worth it, because it is going to rejuvenate you and it's going to lengthen your life. Okay, I do follow the links for your free 50 minutes consultation call with me, and stay subscribed to my channel, and then you will see my next video with another hopefully useful tips and things how you can use EFT and tapping. Goodbye.